What's up, War Report family? It's your boy C-Dub here. It's almost game time. We're going to hop in and give our final thoughts before we kick off for the 88th edition of the Iron Bowl, Auburn versus them. Let's get started.
Pregame, halftime, and post the whole time the chat live. We around our folks, but we gon' keep the chat tight, keeping out trolls. That's why you gotta get your green name on, your pregame on, cause ain't nobody doing it better, reviewing it better, building rapport so you in tune with the players, with some quick prize picks so you can scoop you some cheddar. Get your mug or your shirt with the letters. Game time.
Special thanks to our sponsor of today's events, Prize Picks. Guys, head over to Prize Picks and use code REPORT where you can get your first deposit matched up to $100. Special thanks to Prize Picks. Also want to show love to Lynch Toyota of Auburn. Lynch Toyota of Auburn is the Auburn's area premier Toyota dealership, serving the Auburn area for over 20 years. Not only can you shop new Toyota vehicles like the popular Camry, Tacoma, and RAV4, but you'll also find great deals on a huge selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. To buy, sell, trade, or service your vehicle, make sure you shop Lynch Toyota of Auburn for the best customer experience. Get started now at lynchtoyotaofauburn.com. Also, want to show love to Vintage 2298. If you find yourself in the Auburn area, please be sure to stop by and check out their restaurant. Amazing food. Love the people over to Vintage 2298. We want to say a special thanks to them for also being a sponsor of our game day experience. I'm joined here by B. Will. Switch screens here.
Okay, there we go.
How you doing, sir? How are you, man? How you feeling?
See?
Huh? That's the look of confidence right there. That's the look of a man that can't wait to see his Tigers do work today.
A man that is also lying to himself, as many of us do from time to time. You know what? I am excited, though. I am excited to see what kind of effort our team puts forth after the dreadful game from last week. Like, that's a lot. That game last week was a lot, man. It was a lot of negative in a very short amount of time. People was praising you, patting you on the back after Arkansas, and then all of a sudden, the world came crashing down after that effort in that game. This effort that happens today, the effort that we see from these players today, will tell us a lot about who they are as individuals and who Hugh Freeze is as a coach and a leader of men. That effort must be unmistakably the best effort of the season. I am looking forward to that, no matter what the result is of the game.
And again, I think that will be interesting to see how Auburn comes out looking the first couple of drives, both offensive and defensively. How did they manage this week? You know, Hugh Freeze didn't really get into it. I know he met with media early in the week and was still upset. Obviously, the players are still upset. Yeah. How they handled that, how they managed that, how they channeled that energy, because you do kind of want to use that as motivation. They say you don't want to play a team after they come off of a loss, because they will play inspired and angry and really having a chip on their shoulder.
Right.
But it'll be interesting to see how this team handles that. My question to you, this has been one of the talking points for Auburn offensively, is when you talk about the first two drives, how they're scripted, that has a tendency to tell us how this game is going to go. What do you, obviously, we want to see Auburn move the ball up the field and put some points on the board. What do you expect to see? How do you expect to see Auburn attack Alabama in this game?
Man, I don't know, dog. Come on. See, I don't know anything. I know nothing about what they plan to do. What do I feel like? I feel like it has to look a lot like it looked to start the game against Mississippi State, against Vanderbilt, and against Arkansas as well. It's got to be chunk plays in the passing game. We're not talking 30 or 40-yard bombs and touchdown receptions, but it needs to be between 10 and 30. We need to be able to make completions and loosen that Alabama defense up so that they aren't breathing on our necks at the line of scrimmage. That is absolutely crucial. If we can do that within the first 2, 3 drives of the game, but we got a game. We got a game. Of course, that doesn't mean guarantee we're going to win it. Nothing like that. We have a game. If they have to respect us over the entire field, if they can pin their ears back and come get Peyton Thorne early, stifle whatever drives we had cooked up, it is not going to be pretty. It's going to be a short game, but a long day, if that makes any sense. It's not going to be pretty if they can do what New Mexico State did. Come out here, attack the line of scrimmage, stifle the run, and make your quarterback scamper for a couple yards without making any chunk plays is going to be rough. So I think they've got to get the passing game going first. That's got to be the priority, not just for the offense, but for Peyton Thorne, because he looks better. He looks more comfortable once we make a few completions down the field. It's got to be that first, and everything else is probably going to work off of it.
In other words, to get him established to where he's throwing the ball early downs. I don't think if Auburn comes out, runs on first, runs on second, then throws on third, we lose this game. We lose it badly.
Right.
I agree with you. Getting Peyton Thorne into a rhythm offensively. Listen, this is the last game of the season. I don't know what you're holding on to. I don't know why you're being conservative. Run the offense wide open. Balls to the wall.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
This game.
Nothing. No reason to hold anything
no
back.
reason to hold it. Like if you do that, I have questions about who's coming back this year.
Yeah.
From that, like, why are you doing that? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Run the offense. No time. There's no time to be conservative offensively. So I do expect them to hopefully loosen Alabama up. I expect Alabama to play close to the line of scrimmage, dare Auburn to throw. I think Auburn should come in with the game plan of throwing the football, with the hope of loosening up that Bama defense to get the ball to Jarquez. And once they start playing us a little bit more honest, I think that should be the approach. But we will definitely see what these guys do.
Yeah, for sure.
Defensively, I think the game plan is simple here. Make Bama throw,
right?
Kind of almost similar to ours, right? Which means you're playing for the run. You're playing to stifle the run. Who are you expecting to come up big? We kind of talked about this earlier in the week.
Yeah.
But who are some guys that you're expecting to come up big in this game? You mentioned Marcus Harris. I believe you mentioned him earlier in the week. Who are some other names and some guys you expect to be big in the run game to put Alabama in those predictable passing situations where Auburn can bring some pressure? Our secondary can be very competitive.
Asante was dejected after the last game, after that loss. I think all these guys take it personal, but somebody who has been as much of a battery for this defense and for the team as Asante has, I saw focus on his face when he was talking about how that loss hurt and how he didn't play to his standard. Man, you're going to get the best out of him. You're going to get the best out of him this game, his best game of the season. I really believe that from how he was talking in the post game last week. He, along with Marcus Harris, I mean, Austin Keys as well. He just got back, playing his way back into form, but he's been playing fairly well since he got back. Our defense overall has been better since he got back, since Keontae Scott got back, which is roughly around the same time. The defense is going to leave it on the field. I'm not so concerned about them being able to just run up and down the field on us. That I don't expect that to happen. I don't think that's going to be what we have to worry about. But this OC has gotten better. He's gotten better with the guys he has, with Milroe, with the running game, more creative, putting guys on sweeps you wouldn't expect to see on sweeps, sending guys from different spots you wouldn't expect to have them running around from the slot instead of outside when they were traditionally outside. Like that, he's doing what you would expect a good OC to do, which is figure it out over time as he gets comfortable with his players and find new ways to attack. We could shut down the run game, and that would make the game interesting. That's not the entirety of their offense, though. So I do expect that effort to be made, and we'll hold them. I think anybody can hold Bama down for a half because that's happened pretty much most of the season. People hold Bama down for a half. The question is going to be after halftime when they've taken their notes and they come back out with a new game plan. What are we gonna have for them? That we will see.
Yeah,
we will see.
Yeah, I'm looking. I think I called out Eugene Asante. I mean, really, the whole linebacker, our starting linebacker core. I expect them to come up big in this game. That's going to be, to me, how they play will be the tell of how we are able to hold them. We said we need an ugly game.
Yeah.
It needs to be one of those ugly games where there's not a lot of offense. There's chaotic. Offenses are kind of out of whack. That's going to give that's the type of game where Auburn is going to need in order to. Bama can't be clicking. It's not going to be an LSU Bama type game where it's an offensive feast, right? So no, it needs to be a defensive struggle in order for us to have an opportunity for the offense to figure out something. Does Auburn get any turnovers in this game, B?
Bama's been pretty good about protecting the ball. They haven't had Milroe throwing into tight coverage a lot. He hasn't had to. It's been bust big plays and easy completions. They would have to fumble the ball, but they've actually been pretty good in that regard too. The home team, the home turf magic. I would say the home turf is going to get us at least one, but it didn't get us one last week. I keep trying to forget that game. I swear I'm not trying to let last week be this week, but it happened. I just saw it happen.
Had a pick, but my goodness, had an offsides call in that same place.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say yes in this one, and I don't know how we get it. Don't ask me how we get it. I have no idea how we get it. I have no idea how we get it, but the home turf gets us one. The home turf gets us one. I'm believing that the home turf gets us one.
How was the energy down at Auburn this week, man?
The energy is high. I actually saw somebody in the chat remarking, saying, "Hey, it sounds like it's buzzing down there." It is buzzing. It's buzzing. There's more coming off of the loss that we just had and against what looks like a much better team than us. There is more energy here than there was in town for last year's Penn State game. If you can believe that. Like, people had gotten off the bandwagon, off the Harsin bandwagon, and after a couple of rough games against G5 opponents that we won, but they weren't believing in that team under Brian Harsin, and it showed. It was light downtown this time last year. This year, no, they're here. People are here. They're buzzing. The crowds are extra thick. So it's the energy's up. The home crowd is going to be ready for this. They're going to bring it. They're going to be prepared to root our team on. We'll get the home team support we need to do something miraculous. Whether or not we do it, we'll see.
Listen, I want to ask you. I know we're talking more so about the game, but this is a big recruiting weekend as well. I saw the list of kids visiting. This is the one. This is that weekend. This is the weekend when you bring in a lot of kids, a lot of talented kids to see Auburn, which is why it's important for them to have a good showing, right? It's important for them to show out well. Your thoughts about the recruiting weekend and all the things around that? It seems like a lot of Auburn fans are really almost more excited about that than the actual game. But your thoughts about this recruiting weekend, man?
I want to say this is big. I think the bulk of the work has been done as far as the guys who are on board and the guys who are on board already being bought in. They're recruiting for Auburn now. They are rooting on their other 2024 recruiting classmates. They are recruiting for guys who are flip candidates. they are bought in a way that I haven't seen a lot. One or two guys a class was kind of like that under the last few classes, but this is another level. Hugh Freeze seems to have bought those guys' attention. Like, he's got their attention. We have their focus and their commitment, and it seems solid. DeAndre Carter openly kind of reaffirmed his commitment a couple weeks ago. Perry's been celebrating every recruiting win. Walker White's been celebrating every recruiting win. I don't know if y'all saw it, but he got a jacket on with his with all the names of the recruits still out there that he wants us to get.
Flip.
they are in it. They are in it. Whether or not we can get a couple more, some will tell you it depends on the results from the day. Do we show good effort? Is the home field advantage magical and is the game exciting? That could be some of it. Some of it could just be, if you come up short or you look at the bulk of the summation of the season, we need help. We need help, and we promise you're going to be on TV against an Alabama and a Georgia and an Oklahoma and against a whoever else, and we need help. You see this support. You see how much love there is down here, how much people get behind the football team down here. You're going to get this, come and be a part of it, and you're going to be on the field as soon as you get down here, my boy. That's gonna be enough to win some recruits. The rest of it is pull off something magical. Maybe you get one or two more. Who knows?
All right, guys, listen, let's get to some of you guys' comments. Raven Patel, thank you for joining us. He says, game day, don't hold anything back. Pretty much what we echoed earlier when we're talking about the offense, especially. No need to be conservative, man. No need to be conservative. Justin Thomas says it's time. I'm in full on delusion mode.
That's right.
Ego. I've been
That's
seeing
right,
you,
Justin.
I've been seeing you down in the comments, Justin. Said they're gonna boat race Bama. You full delusion mode. I hear you, man. Listen, for me, it's hate. I just want to hate. I hate them. I only want to say that name. It's them.
Yeah.
Hate.
Hate is fun.
Yeah.
Because if we lose this game, then the only benefit to us winning this game in the big picture, they're out the playoff. That's it. It don't even matter if they beat Georgia and some other stuff happened. You lose to a 6-5 Auburn team, you're done. That would be wonderful.
I
would
just
love
want
to
to
end y'all
see the humble pie that many Bama fans have to swallow.
Oh yeah, that would be
after all the trash talking this week I've heard from them.
Yeah,
nothing would give me better joy. Very few things in life give me better joy than seeing Bama fans humbled.
Yeah, it's great.
Say it with me. Hate.
You know what? See, you inspired me. I'm gonna create like a little chorus of hates and put it in like the sound thing in here. So whenever we want to do that, it's gonna sound like a congregation of hate. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna happen. Yeah.
Like a crowd. Yes, we need that. That is necessary.
I'll make it
JB says, hoping for a dub, wishing for a competitive game.
That's right.
You meet, man. I'm here. I'm right there with you, JB. Appreciate you being with us. He also comes back and says our defense needs to be disruptive and make sound tackles when the. Now, this is the thing right here. Obviously, you may miss some here and there because Alabama's a way of causing you to miss tackles, but we should be making a significant amount of them, especially in open field. It should Alabama find themselves at the next level, getting those guys down. Your thoughts, B?
Gang tackling, being disciplined in your assignment, and that's the downside to having an aggressive defense. A fast defense is misdirection can spell doom for you if you're a little too aggressive too soon. And with a creative offensive coordinator that has athletes on his team, you can definitely create some misdirection. I mean, Gus he made a career off of misdirection. So, yes, our defensive line is the key to that, though, because even misdirection has to get started right behind the center. It all starts behind the center. Penetration from the interior of the line is where you can affect this game from the beginning. Like, yeah, you're running speed sweeps, but if the speed sweeper has to curl back 3 yards because we got past the guard, then, hey, our defense now has another second to get to where that guy's trying to get upfield. It all starts at the defensive line. We know Marcus Harris can play like that. And honestly, he plays best in the biggest games. So that's why that was part of my reason why I expect him to show up today. Can Jason Jones join the party? Can Justin Rogers join the party? Can Zacchaeus Walker, can he join the party? We're going to see how much these guys have in them. We know that they are – this is an improved unit, I think, year over year. But do they have the next level? Like, can you turn that on today? We're going to see. We're going to see.
For sure. All right. Dustin Pace says we are going to have to take chances in the passing game. Agreed.
Yeah. That's what
Agreed.
No reason to hold anything back now.
Also, too, man, I really do. I hope that Peyton Thorne can put it together in the passing game. Now, if his completion percentage has been respectable over the past few weeks, but watching film reviews, there's been times where he's missed some guys, wide open guys.
Right.
I'm hoping he can put it together in the passing game. And really part of us punishing teams that do want to play closer to the line of scrimmage is you got to see those receivers when they come open downfield. Right. Then you got to hit them. And then they have to catch the ball.
Right.
Deep stuff when we're talking about this passing game. But Auburn has to do that. They have to be able to show that. So in addition to taking chances, all those other elements have to come together. And we've been very inconsistent in that throughout the season. I'm hoping that this is the Saturday it comes together and we look better in our passing attack so that we can take chances, B. I think that's one of the reasons why we haven't is because there hasn't been a lot of confidence around this. Let's hope that it comes together today. All right.
Hoping so.
JB says, let's give these kids a good show. Win or lose is all I'm asking, referring to the recruits. I agree 100%. Let's give them a good show. Let's show that Auburn can be competitive even with the talent, the gap being what it is. Let's show that we can compete so that we can easily sell them, hey, you are the class that can help us close that gap, or at least begin laying the foundation for us closing that gap. Galaxy 74 says, I can feel in the air something special is going to happen. Good to have you here with us, Galaxy. I want some. I want it. I want it. Want to be.
I want it too, man. I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying.
Why did you start this one? Neil deGrasse Tyson says, I just don't want us to get our cheeks clapped in front of all these recruits.
That needed to be said and read and seen by everybody. Man, Neil deGrasse, I'm with you. We just don't embarrass me out here. Don't embarrass me. Y'all, and we should have all our embarrassment done from last week. Like, embarrassment. That's enough embarrassment for 2 seasons. Group of 5. Not just lose, not a close game, man. We talking 21-point loss at home. We hadn't lost to Bama at home by 21 points. Oh my God. That was awful. That was awful. We done with embarrassment. Don't embarrass me. Auburn football. Don't embarrass
me. That's the thing for the day. Don't embarrass me.
You can lose a game. Just don't embarrass me. Like your mama in the store. Hey.
Well, you had that talk. She had to talk with you for you in the car. Well, no, before you go into church, before you go over your relative's house. Listen, when we go in his house, you sit down, you do what you're told. Don't you embarrass me.
Right.
Auburn, we're gonna go out here and play Bama. I need you to play a good game. Don't embarrass me. Okay. Hilarious, man. All right, let's talk some numbers. Let's talk some numbers. Colton Beebe, right. I'm gonna grab this one. Cadillac better be doing the pregame speech.
Hey, for real.
Real talk.
You know what? He need to be on a pregame speech like that. That one uncle that can actually cook the best. He on the grill. Who on the grill? Well, you know, the other uncle gonna try it out. No, don't let that other dude about to get on the grill. No. I need the one dude who I know can cook for real on the grill. I don't care if everybody else, all right, it was a hard day, you guys, but we came back. No, get Cadillac back. Get Cadillac back in the circle. Let's go. I want the best pregame speaker. I want the best pregame speaker on the speech. Just like I want the best
speaker and
grill master on the grill. I don't want no chances. I don't want anybody else. To all respect to all the captains. The player captains, I think it was Luke Deal and Elijah McAllister and Peyton Thorne. No, Caddy, you speaking. You talking directly to the people today. Get them riled up, Caddy. Let's go.
Caddy can do that. Obviously, that's his gift. He definitely can do that for sure. Let's talk some numbers real quick. Over and under for Jacquez rushing. 75 yards.
I'm going to say under. I'm going to say under.
Under 75.
Under 75 yards. I think it's going to be multiple touches. Under 75 yards. But I think he gets spread around.
Okay. A lot of people disagreeing with you, B, in the comments,
I know.
Man.
That's fine. It's cool. You know, I respect y'all opinion too.
Over and under rush attempts for Peyton Thorne. I'm going with 7.
That's tough. Okay. So is a broken pass play scramble a rush attempt?
No. I'm not counting.
I mean, clearly, like he's back here like this, and then he has to tuck it and run because he feels some pressure.
I mean, it counts. Right. I can't say no.
Okay.
I'm thinking of design runs. Let's say 10 then. Okay. Over and
design
under.
runs or a keep where the read is actually for you to keep and run.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna say over.
Okay. With that said, then over and under in terms of rush yards for Peyton Thorne today. I'm gonna go 50.
This is sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
He ran for over 50 against Georgia. But they also said, we're not going to load the box. Y'all
right.
pass, y'all can pass.
Right.
We don't know how Bama's going to come out for this. If they say, hey, man, we just going to stay back here. Y'all can get up here, move the ball between the 20s a little bit, but then y'all ain't going to score no points. Then he could get those yards. He could find those yards if they got 6 or 7 in the box. If they got more than that, no. What do I think? I'm going to say over.
I'm going to go over as well. I'm going over in carries and over in yards too. Yeah. Reason why is one of the things that Mike G, I got to give him credit for it, but also, I mean, it's the truth. I think defenses are willing to allow Peyton Thorne to hurt them,
right,
than have Jarquez Hunter hurt them.
Right.
So right. I think some if you're going to let Auburn run the ball, you want Peyton Thorne doing the damage.
Right.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to Jarquez, though, I think they're looking for Quez.
Yeah.
So those 75 yards, the over on that's going to be a lot more difficult to come by for him, in my estimation, in this game. I think if Jarquez is running wild, this may be an interesting game for us offensively against Bama, especially if you're trying to control clock, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
That being said, over and under on how many times Peyton Thorne slides? 1. I'm going to go 2. You can't go under 1. I guess you can, none, but.
He might. I wish I could say push. Say 1.5. Say 1.5 so it could be
1.5.
Do it. Okay. I'm gonna say under 1. Under that 1.5. Because I mean, I think he's gonna be trying to sell out all game. He's as much as I think people have misdiagnosed him being hesitant in the pocket to him being scared. I think he's trying to protect the football. And as a coach's son, and his granddad was a coach, his dad was a coach, turning the football over is a cardinal sin for players who grew up under coaches. It just is. So he doesn't want to do that, which is why he's hesitant on those downfield throws and why he's so protective of the ball once he feels any pressure coming. And for that reason, I think he tries to make up for it by when I got the ball and I know I can get a couple yards, I'm going all out. I may not have stood in that pocket and turned that ball over and took that hit, but when it comes time to run, I'll take a hit or two. I think he's not going to be trying to slide all game. So I'm going to say under 1.5 on that.
By the way, those of you watching, the kickoff will begin at 2:39. So we're going to hang on a little bit after the 2:30 mark. We're going to continue to play this game, give our thoughts, and then we'll jump out of here. Over and under in terms of passing yards.
Ooh-wee. What's the number?
175.
All right, but if it's under 175, we get embarrassed. If it's over 175, we can win this game. So I'm going to say.
I see.
I just talked myself into a corner. If I say, I can't say, over 175. See, you tried to get me. Over 175 yards.
Did you stutter on that one?
I don't know.
Over. Your body wouldn't even let you say it, B.
Over 175 yards, see? Over 175 yards.
How many exactly?
Damn right.
How many exactly? How many you think exactly?
176.
Okay.
Yep.
Over and under sacks for the Auburn defense. I'm gonna go with 3.
I'm gonna go with 2. Oh, well, you didn't say over and under. You just said the number. Okay. Are you telling me the over or under number?
Over and under on 3. 3.
Under 3.
Under 3. So you got 2.
Yeah, I got 2. Because Milrose, he's strong enough and mobile enough to where if you do catch him in that situation where you can collapse the whole pocket quickly, maybe you'll do that once or twice. Maybe the speed rush gets to him, but he can evade. So there can be some plays where you flush them out, bad throw away. It's not a sack, but that's good pressure, good play from the defensive line. It just may not result in a sack. So I'm going to say 2, and we'll get some good pressure and some chase downs on them as well, but that they just might not result in a loss of yards.
Okay. How many yards does this defense give up? 400.
Under 400.
Under 400.
Under 400. Yep. For sure. Okay. Under 400. The effort today, again, I expect the effort to be phenomenal from everybody. So we don't get run out of our building here. Like that just doesn't happen in the Iron Bowl. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't happen in the Iron Bowl, and I don't expect it to happen today. I expect the effort to be phenomenal. So under 400 yards offense.
I almost want to say over on this one, unfortunately, B. I almost want to say over. For my mental health, I will say under.
Okay. Come on with me. You gotta do it with me.
For my mental health, I would say under. Let's get to it. What happens, man? What happens in this game?
I expect the effort to be comparable to the other big home games we've played. Georgia, Ole Miss. And for that reason, I expect us to lose. I expect us to lose by 6 to 10 points. I don't have a final score in my head. I expect us to be in this game through the entire first half. I expect them to pull away in the second half. And when we really need to make a play late, almost identical to Georgia, down 7, you played an admirable game. Can you do it? If anybody has anything from our quality competition this year that you've seen that says we can make a passing play happen and passing drive happen when we need it to happen, I will pick us to win. I have not seen that. I have not seen a 6-win Auburn team beat Alabama in the Iron Bowl. Not in this era. Not in this era of Alabama football under Nick Saban. I have not seen that much focus, that much consistency from our pass catchers, that much consistency from the quarterback. I really want to be wrong. I have never wanted to be more wrong, and I don't mind being wrong ever. I want to be wrong today. I don't see it. This offense and this quarterback have left so much to be desired that I think it's going to be very difficult to win a game against a quality defense. This is a quality defense. And I don't know what Georgia's defense was doing when we faced them. I think they've gotten better over the season. At this point in the season and where they are and where they're ranked, this may be a better defense than Georgia was in week 5 or whatever that was we played them. 6 to 10 point loss at home, but I do think it's a competitive game at the very least through 2.5 quarters.
I've seen this Auburn team, even with the talent disparity, when this team plays closer to its ceiling, they've hung in there with Georgia. When we've seen this team play close to the ceiling, it's blown out SEC teams on the road, albeit they may not be good teams, but we have seen a team that is competitive.
Yeah.
The issue is motivation, B, with this team, as well as knowing what this program has been through over the past couple of years. When they get down, it's difficult to pull them back up. So I can see this team coming out playing inspired, playing with passion, playing with desperation. And I can see us being in this game through 2 quarters, even 3 quarters. What happens in those critical moments when you get hit in the face and it's crunch time? We've seen teams like this begin to ease towards their floor. Can Auburn reverse course in this game? I think they play inspired. I think they give Bama a good fight. But I think when it's all said and done, I think Auburn will lose by 2 scores in this game. I don't have an exact score as well, but I see Bama pulling away. But again, enough to show a competitive fight from this team,
right?
Which is what I want to see at the very minimum.
Right. I'm with you. I'm with
to
you.
shock the world, I will take it.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see. And we'll be back here at the half, y'all. Enjoy the first half. Hope it goes extremely well. We will see you then. Until then, War Eagle. Enjoy the first half, y'all.
War Eagle.